Anansi and the Lion. Anansi the spider caught some fish and cooked them. He put them in a sack to take into the forest where he could eat them all himself. These will taste delicious, he chuckled. Anansi hadn't gone very far when he met Lion, and Lion asked him, "Well, brother Anansi, what have you got there?" "Oh, just some old bones that I'm going to bury in the mountains." Lion walked away, but then he started thinking, "I know that Anansi is a great trickster. He probably has something in the sack that doesn't want me to see. I will follow him to see what he's up to." When Anansi got into the woods, he set his sack down, took out one of the fish, and ate it. He didn't think anyone else was around, so he took out another fish. But just then, Lion came up and said, "Well, brother Anansi, those don't look like bones to me. That was a pretty tale you told me." "Oh, brother Lion, I am so glad you have come. Never mind what I told you. It was only my fun. Come and join me." So Lion sat down and began to eat, and before Anansi had eaten one fish, Lion had almost emptied the sack. Anansi said to himself, "Greedy fellow, eating up all my fish." "What did you say, sir?" "I said, you do not eat fast enough," Anansi replied, for he was afraid of what Lion might do. Soon all of the fish were gone. While Anansi didn't complain, he did want to get back at Lion for eating most of his fish. He had a clever thought. "Which of us do you think is stronger?" Lion said, "Why, I am, of course." Then Anansi said, "We will tie one another to that tree, and we shall see who is the strong." Now they agreed that Lion should tie Anansi first, and he tied him with some very fine string and not very tight. Anansi twisted himself 2 or 3 times, and the string broke. Then it was Anansi's turn to tie Lion, and he took some very strong rope. Lion said, "You must not tie me tight, for I did not tie you tight." And Anansi said, "Oh no, to be sure I will not." But he tied him as tight as ever he could, and then told him to try and get loose. Lion tried and tried, but he could not get loose. Anansi thought, "That is what he gets for eating my meal, and now it's time for me to leave." So Anansi took up his empty sack and left Lion behind, tied to the tree. Number 6. Read the paragraph. Anansi the spider caught some fish and cooked them. He put them in a sack to take into the forest, where he could eat them all himself. "These will taste delicious," he chuckled. What inference can be made about Anansi from this paragraph? A. He is selfish. B. He is a good cook. C. He lives in the forest. D. He cannot swim. Number 7. What is the setting of the story? A. Forest. B. Ocean. C. School. D. Library. Number 8. What is the theme of the story? A. Don't hide your strengths from others. B. Be cautious around large animals. C. Always share your food. D. Don't be greedy. Number 9. Which detail from the story best supports your answer in question 8? A. These will taste delicious, he chuckled. B. So Lion sat down and began to eat, and before Anansi had eaten one fish, Lion had almost emptied the sack. C. While Anansi didn't complain, he did want to get back at Lion for eating most of his fish. D. Now they agreed that Lion should tie Anansi first, and he tied him with some very fine string and not very tight. Number 10. What is happening in the first picture of the passage? Anansi and the Lion. A. Anansi is offering to share his fish with Lion. B. Anansi is telling Lion about his bag of bones. C. Anansi has a contest of strength with Lion. D. Anansi is upset that Lion has eaten most of the fish.